There it is. Yes, sir. We're back with another JJK Modulo chapter. It was pretty good, man. It was pretty good. We actually got to see some insane action. I feel like we finally got to see like the upper. Can I speak the upper echelon of power? Just a little bit, like a little taste of it with Maru. So like last chapter, they will find this evil curse user, knocked out Maru. Things are looking grim and whatnot for the, not the twins, but the siblings. Then like the whole earth is shaking. Now this chapter, Maru pops up, but like all of his eyes are closed up for like his third eye. And then they just start going him. Like Maru just starts putting B to A against this curse user, like with almost he's like all this pressure and whatnot. And like the guy is trying to figure out like what's his curse technique. And like he basically like, says like it defies all logic. Like he thought it was like a gravity manipulation, but it wasn't that. Like Maru's just like insane at the moment. And then like we see like another point too, like where like all the rocks are floating. Then like they go to like this gymnasium, and all the balls are floating there too and whatnot. And then Maru hits him out of the gymnasium. He falls into like this pool of water. Then it starts to boil. So like Maru calls that to happen. He jumps out the boiling water, but then Maru freezes the water. So like at this point, he can just do whatever he wants. Like I think like he said earlier in the chapter, like the way they're used curse energy is like on a completely different field from like how they see it and whatnot, like at a completely different level. And then at this point, I think Surugi, Suru Surugi. I typed it in my phone this time so I can remember. The brother with the sword. We'll call him brother with the sword. He comes in to like block Maru from like, finishing this dude off. But Maru's hand phases through his sword and hits him. So like I have a lot of questions where I appreciate like they kinda did like a good job. I like comparing it to JJK pre Shippuden because like it's good like a good bar to say, you know what I mean? Like this gives like, Gojo versus Sukuna for the first time. Like you see Gojo fighting Sukuna, and like Sukuna's trying to figure out like what's this man's curse technique, how does it work or whatnot. I thought it hit him, but I didn't. Like it's kind of giving like that same vibes of like what's this guy's curse technique, or how do they use curse energy. So then through the chapter we see Maru's brother watching him, seeing like he's kind of upset that he's his older brother, like how he lost control so easily after like this one's hiccup. But then he was also saying too, like how this could be like a benefit towards him, like if things go down this pathway, and like if there is an all-out war between them and the humans, they still have Deborah as the name of like their horned final trump card. So yeah, that was cool. And then Saguri, whatever his name is trying to talk Maru down. And then what did the brothers say? Because this is important dialogue right here. This is important dialogue. I think it's very important. Okay, right here. So right now he was like upset, saying like gonna try to like save this innocent man, whatever. Let me just read it exactly. An old fart who isn't blameless enough to support the narrative wouldn't grant them their wishes, as well as a young innocent. In his misery, Maru. So like he wants Maru to kill the guy. I want this guy to be the catalyst of war. Yeah, because so essentially, how I'm interpreting that right now is you're trying to save this old dude or whatever. That's fine. Go ahead and kill him, Maru. But then because like Maru's gonna like still like relentlessly attack the brother regardless, like the Yuta's grandson. There we go. But then Saguri says, wake up, you were supposed to be neighbors. Like that's supposed to be like the thing they had before, like in the chapter with the tiger. He's like, Maru's like, I want us to be good neighbors. He's like, all right, cool, we could be neighbors, like be friends. And that kind of triggered the younger brothers like step in and calm Maru down. And then the chapter ends on the other brother being confused of like why he decided to help them out, even though he kind of wanted the war to happen. Like he thought this would be like a catalyst for the war to happen. I think I explained that properly. It's whatever. Point is, it was a fun, action-packed chapter when we actually got to see, how strong the Sumerians can be. which I like. I also kind of appreciate how we get like the younger brother ready to like use Sagiri as like this, catalyst for war for the Sumerians and the humans, but then like he steps in and stops it because, he mentions something that his brother always talks about, like being neighbors and like wanting to have friendship and whatnot. And like again, throughout these 5 chapters, we know how Maru was like trying to connect with his younger brother, but his younger brother keeps pushing him away and whatnot. And seeing that, like, that kind of shows that spark of what Maru always wants is like there's always a chance of there being a connection between you, your brother, and whatnot. And like that's the same thing Maru preached. I think it was like chapter 2 when Yuka was ready to like just leave her brother behind or whatnot, but Maru was like persistent, like, hey, that's your brother. If you just let him die, there's no way you could figure out if y'all had the opportunity to have a strong relationship. You feel me? So overall, solid, fun chapter. I'm happy for it. We're in the first 5 chapters now. Or is it chapter 6? Let me double check. This is chapter 6. Yeah, so we're chapter 6 right now. Pretty good. Like I think they're doing a really good job right now. There was some hiccups in the chapter, like there were like some words messed up and whatnot. It was kind of weird, kind of hard to interpret. But besides that, bro, I'm enjoying this thoroughly. I'm glad for JJK Shippuden. And yeah, that's it for this quick little review. I'm thinking next time what I might do for a video is, because I tried doing like the live real longs, was do okay. The chapter drops are pretty good as well. But sometimes my summarizing isn't that great. I kind of just, off the dome, think about what I remember, talk about it. So I'm thinking about doing is I make a video of me reading the chapter, then immediately talking about it. So at that point, y'all get the information that I could then talk about the chapter, interpret it in video form, and y'all get the pictures too. So it's like a win-win kind of, so I could read the chapter, y'all see the chapter and some panels and whatnot. Then at the same time, I could then talk about my thoughts live with the chapter, but not in live format. So I could still just post a video and get the engagement I'm looking for. You feel me? So yeah, we're going to try that for sure next time. I think we're going to do it with JJK. I like my setup for One Piece. It's pretty good. JJK is new right now, so we're going to try it out with JJK, see how y'all feel about that. But yeah, that's it for the video. If y'all mess with me, obviously, please like and subscribe because it means a lot to me. And it just shows the world how amazing this channel is and the community we have. As you can see, we gained a new subscriber off of that last One Piece video, where that's, I think, 72 subscribers now. So some of y'all are liking the video and subscribing, so I appreciate that thoroughly. So yeah, keep it up. I appreciate it. Y'all take it easy, alright?